Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about 10 most heavily protected places on Earth. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel before you go. Some places in the world have more money poured into their defense budget than there are drops of water. In the world, good luck breaking into one of these places. These are the most heavily protected places on Earth. Number 10. Area 51, Nevada, USA. It is located at Groom Lake in the Nevada desert 85 miles north of Las Vegas, named after the salt flat situated next to its airfield. Groom Lake is a dry lake bed that, although visible on satellite images, is illegal to fly over. Everything that goes on at the Air Force Base is extremely top secret, with members of the public warned to stay away. Electronic surveillance and armed guards ensure no unwanted visitors. Venture inside the facility has runways up to 2.3 miles long, and covers more than 2.9 million acres of land. It is located beside two other restricted military areas: the Nevada Test Site, and the Nevada Test and Training Range. Area 51 opened in 1955 during the Cold War between the US and the Soviet Union. It was established as a testing and development facility for aircraft, including the U-2 and Senior 71 Blackbird reconnaissance planes believed to be used by the US military to develop cutting-edge aircraft. Area 51 is classified as a military operating area or MOA. Number 9. Old PEJETA. A not-for-profit wildlife sanctuary set in central Kenya's Laikipia County on the equator west of Nanyuki. The old PEJETA covers a massive 140 square miles. Here work to conserve wildlife is undertaken, and has proven a haven for great apes, chimpanzees, and black rhinos amongst other endangered animals. The illegal wildlife trade is a multi-billion-dollar industry, with the Kenyan government passing a special act in 2013, promising harsher penalties for those found guilty of poaching and smuggling. This tough new attitude is reflected in all PEJETA's anti-poaching units. These units are made up of an armed ranger team and cutting-edge anti-poaching drones. Old PEJETA boasts the largest black rhino sanctuary in East Africa, with a population of 100. It also houses the two remaining northern white rhino in the world, and provides a haven for orphaned, abandoned, and rescued chimpanzees. All animals are free to move in specially constructed game corridors that only restrict the movement of rhinos, as they are endangered for being slaughtered for their horn. The rhino horn and ivory trade is a multi-billion-dollar industry, meaning poachers are becoming increasingly brazen. Protecting the wildlife from these criminals and installing extra security and anti-poaching measures is an expensive business. Number 8. Granite Mountain Records Vault. Located in the mountains near Salt Lake City, Utah, is the world's largest collection of genealogical records. These records are housed in the secure Granite Mountain Records Vault constructed by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in 1965. They are significant to the church, and protect a vast collection of family history, films, microfiche, and digital media. The vault safeguards and preserves more than 3.5 billion images in various forms, and although they're not able to be accessed by the public, the church is in the process of digitizing many records for availability through family search. These images have been collected through agreements with archives, libraries, and churches from more than 100 countries, so are considered extremely precious and personally valuable, accessed via a narrow, gated driveway. The vault is protected inside a mountain of granite, and is monitored by protected cameras and armed guards. The vault is climate controlled and said to be resistant to earthquake, fire, or flood, but the proprietors fall short of saying it would survive a nuclear blast. Hopefully, we never have to find out. Number 7. Bold Lane Car Park, Derby, UK. Who would have thought that a multi-story car park would be listed as one of the most secure places in the world? A 10-floor car parking building with bays located in a Bold Lane, Derby in the UK is so well secured that it hasn't seen one theft or one case of vandalism in over 6 years. According to a study published in Science magazine Focus, that makes it unique. Bold Lane Car Park was designed by an agricultural engineer, Ken Wigley, who had previously had issues with vandalism and theft from his car while parked in an airport car park. Sophisticated technology, including CCTV cameras, panic buttons, entry doors, barcoded tickets, and super-sharp patented sensors that spot if a parked car moves, even a little when it shouldn't, guarantee the safety of both motorists and their vehicles. Described as a hostile place for car thieves and vandals, the multi-story car park has all the bells and whistles plus much more. Each parking space has its own numerical code, and if that isn't punched in and the car moves, the whole place locks down. Number 6. Bank of England gold vaults. The Central Bank of the UK and the model on which most central banks are based. The Bank of England is also one of the two largest gold custodians in the world. The first is the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. The Bank of England is the world's 8th oldest bank, and is located in London's main financial district, the City of London on Threadneedle Street. In 2018, 1/5 of all the gold in the world was held in the Bank of England vault, amounting to roughly 400,000 gold bars valued at well over $200 billion. The gold includes all the UK's gold reserves, as well as gold for other countries, and businesses to ensure the gold is safe from light-fingered culprits. Number 5. The demilitarized zone between South and North Korea. A 2.5-mile wide buffer stretching across the Korean peninsula acts as a border barrier that divides the peninsula roughly in half. The Korean Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, was created by an agreement between North Korea, China, and the United Nations Command in 1953. It measures 160 miles long and is lined on both sides with razor wire, heavy artillery, and tank traps. Inside the DMZ is a Joint Security Area (JSA) that acts as a meeting point between the two nations and is where negotiations take place. It has been the location of various incidents between military and civilians, resulting in several casualties. The so-called Peace Village of Panmunjom, that consists of a cluster of distinctive bright blue buildings, is where the armistice that halted the Korean War was signed in 1953. It is located in the 800 meters wide and 400 meter long JSA zone, and once hosted U.S. President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Vast stretches of the DMZ have been left abandoned for more than 60 years. Others offer an unsettling mix of military installations and tourist attractions. These tourist attractions fetched more than 135,000 tourists in 2017 alone. It is believed that there are about 160 North Korean guards, and 60 South Korean guards posted along the DMZ at any one time. Number 4. ADX Florence Prison. Classed as a super max prison, this American federal prison provides a higher level of custody than maximum security prison, and houses male prisoners. Only the United States Penitentiary Administrative Maximum Facility, known unofficially as ADX Florence, is situated 5,000 feet above sea level on a barren expanse of land at the foothills of Colorado's the Southern Rockies, best described by those who have been there as hell on earth. This prison is home to the most dangerous criminals in the U.S. federal prison system. It is also the most secure in the country. Only those convicted of the most violent crimes are sent to ADX Florence, where they live their days in solitary confinement, under the tightest security restrictions imaginable. Number 3. RAF Menwith Hill, UK. A Royal Air Force station near Harrogate, North Yorkshire, England, provides both communications and intelligence support services to the UK, and the US RAF Menwith Hill contains an extensive satellite ground station, and acts as a communication, intercept, and missile warning site. It is one of the United States' most important overseas bases and is supported by around 400 staff. Technically in RAF base, the site plays an integral role in the broader strategy of U.S. global power projection, and is operated and controlled by the National Security Agency, or NSA. It is effectively the NSA's largest overseas spying base. President Truman secretly established the base in 1952, primarily for the interception of electronic communications, both military and commercial. However, operations rapidly expanded during the Cold War to include intelligence analysis as well. Essentially, Menwith Hill is run as an American enclave, with its facilities surrounded by rolling green fields. Very few signs of the facility exist, except for the massive white golf ball-like domes protruding from the earth. The area is protected behind a perimeter fence, topped with razor wiremen, with the hill is patrolled 24 hours a day by armed British military police, and monitored by cameras. Number 2. Woomera Prohibited Area. Located in South Australia, approximately 450 kilometers northwest of Adelaide. This major military and the civil aerospace facility are operated by the Royal Australian Air Force, or RAF. The complex sits on a globally unique military testing range of 122,188 square kilometers of land, and its airspace is highly restricted for safety and security. The Woomera Prohibited Area (WPA) is a key element of the Woomera Range complex. It was established to administer non-defense use of the Woomera Prohibited Area, and is part of the RAF base. The Woomera Range complex is an important defense capability and testing and evaluation asset that plays a significant role in Australia's national security. It is also the largest land testing range in the world. After the use of the WPA declined during the 1980s and 90s, it was opened up to non-defense users. However, since the late 90s, it has been used for the testing and evaluations of weapon systems. Number 1. CERTSEE Iceland SURTSEY is a volcanic island located off the southern coast of Iceland. It measures 141 hectares and was formed by volcanic eruptions that took place between 1963 and 1967. Since then, it has been heavily protected. It provides the world with a pristine natural laboratory free from human intervention. Xerxes has been producing unique, long-term information on the colonization process of new land by plant and animal life. For almost 60 years since scientists began studying the area, they have observed the arrival of seeds carried by ocean currents, the appearance of molds, bacteria, and fungi in 1965. They discovered the first vascular plant, of which there were 10 species in just the first decade by 2004. This number had significantly multiplied and was in the 60s. In addition to bryophytes, lichens and fungi, 335 types of invertebrates, and 890 species of bird have been recorded on the island. Human disruption is minimized with no visitors allowed. This includes divers entering waters by the island. Nearby construction is also strictly controlled to ensure Xerxes' natural features are not disturbed. What do you think of our video? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go for future updates.